When I remember all the friends so linked together, I've seen around me fall. Like leaves in wintry weather, I feel like one who treads alone some banquet hall deserted, whose lights are fled, whose garlands dead, and all but departed.
Consumatum est!
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
National movements have begun moderately hot and evidently become more extreme, and stood ultimately for a separation and independence. The demand for freedom in the Philippines grew. The 4 years of Rizal's exile in Dapitan marked almost to the day the 4 years of the Katipunan's development from inception to revolution. Due to his association with their members of Katipunan, Jose Rizal was indicted as one of its founders and was tried for sedition, rebellion, and conspiracy before a military court. Rizal was already in the Mediterranean when he was arrested en route and brought back to Manila for trial. He was convicted as guilty of all 3 charges. He was sentenced to death and was exiled to Dapitan, which is under the jurisdiction of the Jesuits from 1892 to 1896.
November 20, 1896, preliminary investigation was conducted with Colonel Francisco Olive, acting as the judge advocate. He was subjected to a 5-day investigation. Rizal was informed about his charges and been given the chance to answer the questions.
Jose Protasio Rizal Mercado y Alonso Rialonda, who owes all that he has to Spain, since it was in his universities that he studies medicine is one of the principal, if not the principal figure in the uprising, and now the persecution may give it stand.
Gracias. No one has not loved Spain. For us, no one can contradict what our country demands. Anyone who will go against the country's will is to be punished and sentenced to death, which is rightful to Dr. Rizal. And now, he is here in front of the jury because of his rebellion against Spain and starting an union contradicting the law governed by Spain in the Philippines. Have I not pronounced a rightful verdict to the man who acted as a beast, a juvenile, and ungrateful of the countries that educated him? His fraud is deserving of the verdict of death.
Now, let us hear the side of the defense.
Gracias. The greatness of a man is not measured by his wealth and fame. It is measured in his strength and courage, which is evident of Dr. Rizal. Before you reprehend him, look within yourselves. All he wanted was an equal treatment of the Spaniards to the Filipinos. You should not be in waste in rendering him verdict that is not rightful of the accused. He wrote it to imbue the Spaniards to his criticism about the colonial regime, and his campaign to secure his country's certain rights that is a stepping stone to autonomy and eventually to the independence. But it does not determine that these terrorists will cause the uprising.
Now, let us hear the accused.
Your accusations are grounded on deception. You don't have concrete evidence. All you have are letters and belongings of mine that proves my guilt. I should not be condemned of rebellion. And I myself had asked Pilate to restrain from insurgency against Spain. I have nothing to do with the meeting, and I did not have the knowledge that they are using my name in their dealings. I have all proof that vindicate me. I ask you that you will exercise your wisdom in doing what is right.
There will be a thorough deliberation in the matters of Dr. Jose Rizal. This tribunal condemns Don Jose Rizal Mercado y Alonso with the penalty of death, so decreed and ordered by the ordinary court-martial of the post, as witnessed by the President and members of the tribunal.
Assholes! Kulos!
This is my first time to hear you utter such words, Tavil. It's a period good at it.
What happened was not fair. They did not give us a chance to defend the case. They manipulated the proceedings. They just used us.
How come you're so angry when in fact it's me who's going to die?
Good that you still have the guts to talk.
Luis?
Enough. I shall resign from all my duties in the government. I will go back to Spain. I am ashamed to you. I am ashamed to all of you.
Why?
Because I failed.
You're not the Spaniard, Tavil. We're just the same.
Lord, please, I beg you.
Lo siento.
Meanwhile, at the gathering of the Katipuneros,
we are going to invade the Spaniards in the soonest time as possible. We shall save Dr. Jose Rizal. All hail to Dr. Jose Rizal!
All hail!
All hail!
Dr.
Rizal!
Wait, please calm down. Wait, please. The security over my brother is heavy. The Spaniards are prepared for any plans to save my brother.
So are we. We are not scared of them. My fellow Katipuneros, till death for Dr. Jose Rizal!
Wait, please calm down. Please. Even I would want to save my dearest brother Rizal. But Jose Rizal himself don't want us to raise our lives to defenseless from the Spaniards. Pepe's fate lies now in the hands of God. We can't do anything about that.
Inay! Mano po, Inay? Forgive me for all my lapses, Mother. I love you so much, Mother.
Pepe!
Mother, when I die, please ask of my dead body right away because they might throw it anywhere. Bury me underground and place a cross on my burial ground with the date of my birth and my date. That would be, Mother.
Consuelo.
Will our meeting be a surprise?
I will never forget that you made me happy. In all my relationships, you are the only one which I am willing to defend. Thank you for being beautiful.
Maybe it's sad to watch the sunset, but we don't know your destiny.
Land that I love, farewell, O lands and loves, pearl in the sea of the Orient, Eden lost to your brood. Gaily go I to present you this hopeless, hopeless life, were it more brilliant, had it more freshness, more bloom. Still for you would I give it for your good, in barricades and battled, fighting with delirium. Others offer you their lives without doubt, without gloom. The sight doesn't matter. Cypress, laurel, or lily, Tibet or open field, combat or cruel martyrdom, are equal if demanded by country and home. I am to die when I see the heavens go vivid, announcing the day at last behind the dead night. If you need color, color to stain the dawn with, let's spill my blood, scatter it in good hour, and drench in its gold one beam of the newborn light.
My ultimate pabor, let me face the firing squad.
Imposible!
Then at least spare my head.
Ready! Load! Aim!
Consumatumes, fuego! Tira de Garcia!